Robyn Adams, and I'm here interviewing Brooke, the main character from this book, Unnecessary Drama. It's a love story, and it's unique, and lots of people can relate to these things. So, as the character Brooke, how does this book portray you?
It portrays me as a very critical person. I am very self-indulgent. I like to, I worry about everything around me. I worry about what people think about me and how I'm portrayed to people, especially at university with my professors. I have have a hard time relating to others, but I am very quick to make rational judgments.
Do you feel like the author, Nina Kenwood, do you feel like she did a good job of making you into this character?
I do. I think she did an excellent job at portraying who I really am, and my business efforts, especially since I'm taking creative writing and political studies in Melbourne, Australia.
Right. So, Brooke, how does this story end up being a love story? Like, can you tell us a little bit about how you met Jessie? How did you meet Jessie?
I met Jesse in high school, my freshman year, and I always had this massive crush on him. I always wanted to date him. Like, I had that idea in the back of my mind, but it never really worked out because I couldn't come to terms with myself and who I really wanted to be after high school. So I had a hard time, being intimate with someone else.
Okay, so when you guys were separated, like after high school, like when did you guys meet back up?
We were both referred to the same share house, and we ended up living in the same house, like kind of across the street from our university. And we both had no idea that we were going to be living together. That was like a complete shock to me and him. And we also had one other roommate, Harper. She is very organized and she loves to come up with all the rules for the house, including no unnecessary drama, which means no romance between roommates, no tension. And if there happens to be tension, then there's a 24-hour break from each other.
So how did Brooke and Jess deal with this situation in the story?
I think they avoided each other. They avoided each other, and they they pretended they hated each other when they were around Harper, and they would kind of hide away or storm off from each other, or like pretend to correct each other's mistakes all the time, but secretly they were intimate.
So you were intimate with Jess secretly behind the third roommate's back.
Yeah.
That sounds really exciting, actually.
Yeah.
A little sneaking around and pretending you don't like each other. So, what made this romance so unique?
What was unique about it was that they had a strong bond that they've had for years, and they knew they loved each other. They knew that the two of them were meant to be together. Um, and even though it was complicated and Brooke was worried to be kicked out of the share house, she followed her desires, and she at first she hid it from Harper, but then she finally told Harper near the end of the novel, by Nina Kenwood, that she had a crush on Jesse in high school, and now she's in love with him, and she doesn't know what to do, and she asked for kind of dating advice.
What happened that made you feel so in love by Jess in the story? What was the biggest point where you felt like he really showed that he cared?
Well, we went on a couple dates together at fancy restaurants, and Jesse was very kind and sweet, and was always asking me, "Are you okay?" Because he saw I was not feeling well, and I was having a hard time even holding my glass, and like something was wrong. And I kept asking him to stop asking me if I'm okay, because I was very insecure at the time, and I had a hard time accepting help from other people. I wanted to feel like I'm independent and I can take care of myself.
What was wrong?
I had an ovarian cyst that was about to rupture.
Whoa, that's super scary. So how did you find out like that it was about to rupture?
When Jesse put his foot down and said, "I'm taking you to the hospital," and we went and we waited in the waiting room for a couple hours until they finally let us into the examiner room, and they did, like, they checked my stomach, with the machine.
He wasn't. Was he allowed in that room too, or he
Had to wait out in the waiting room.
Okay, so he just was waiting, and he didn't know exactly what happened, or just that something was wrong. That must have been
Right.
scary for him at the moment. Like, and you must have been scared, knowing that you had to have some kind of something wrong with you. Did they tell you you had to have surgery?
They told me I had to have immediate surgery, and I was terrified. I was
So is it all fixed? The whole problem was fixed?
It stayed with me for a while, but eventually I got better with the right medications and care.
And healing over time.
And while Jesse was in the waiting room, he went to the gift shop, and he found this like stuffed dog with green scrubs, and it was so cute. I thought it was creepy at first. I was like looking at it. Then I saw his eyes, and I saw that he loved me. He stayed there for hours waiting for me while I was in surgery.
He even insisted that you go get checked in the first place, right? So
right. And I didn't want my mom to come, and my sister, Lauren. I told them to stay away. He called my mom, and I said, "Don't do that again." Yeah, and she was in a different city in Australia.
Right.
So I didn't want her to worry about me.
So this book is based on a true story, and she used your personal experience in the story and to help build up the romance. It sounds like an exciting romance because of some of it because of all the sneaking around, and some of it because he just so intensely cared for you. So at the end, like through the whole book, when you get to the end point, do you feel like there was one point where you just really were in love? Like,
yes, near the around the last 5 chapters of Unnecessary Drama. We started secretly making out for the first time behind Harper's back. We didn't want her to know, so we were like waiting till she left, and then sitting on the couch and having
so
talks,
the feelings were definitely mutual between Brooke and Jess.
Right.
And you're right. So that's awesome. That sounds like a very exciting book novel. I will definitely get one to read as well. And so, Unnecessary Drama by Nina Kenwood. Thank you very much for. And I'm Robyn Adams, and this is Brooke from the main character from the book. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Have a great day.